Hey guys, it's Steve here from Suspended Ceilings Queensland, back with another end user ceiling tile review. What do we have today? So we have an entry-level ceiling tile today. It's called the USG Boral Impressions. So I'll have a look here. Ooh, check it out. Okay, in all seriousness, no, this is the most popular tile that we install from USG Boral. The main reason for that, I'll go through a couple of the reasons, but the main reason is value. Not a great deal of options with this tile, actually, so it's pretty much what you see is what you get. You can get it in a tegulated edge here, like that. No one ever gets it because they're too expensive to install. Because once we have to cut the tile on the edge, we have to create that edge. So we have to chamfer the edge, create that little rebate, and then paint the edge of it, because the raw edge looks weird because it's not white like the rest of the tile. That drives your install cost up. And that's money that you can either put towards the rest of your fit out, or you can just get a better tile. So you can go up to like a mid-range tile instead, which is going to perform better acoustically or have a nicer finish on the face. Okay, the most popular option is a 1200 by 600 format, just standard square edge. So it's most popular when you walk into offices across Australia. Might run through just a couple of negatives, and these are pretty universal to all mineral fibre ceiling tiles when I talk about the negatives of the tile. So especially when you're talking about an economy one. So here we'll notice that bit of a dint on the edge. I'll make another one here. See I've made a bit of a dint there. You'll probably see him in the edge up in there. So they do damage easily. So if you've got like a low ceiling height, there's a little bit of action going on, like say daycare centre or something where there's a bit going on, so something might get thrown up there, or a broom or anything like that. That damage will happen easily, and it's irreversible. Once it's a one-way street. Likewise, it's a painted finish, so it's a flat white paint, which is, once it gets marked, which it marks very easily. So if Mr. Spider's crawling across the ceiling, you give her a swipe with the broom. Spidey's pretty much on there forever, then she's not coming off. And I find particularly with the USG mineral fibre too, is you can't even really paint it. I find that the paint, the spray on it is at times a little bit thin or inconsistent, whilst you never ever notice that from the ground. Like, I've never noticed, but trying to patch it or paint it, it actually does. It is quite obvious. I find it's even using the supply paint from Boral USG, I find the patch, it just sticks out. So you look up and you go, and for an economy tile, it's more cost effective just to replace the tile. You just don't even worry about it. You just buy a spare box of tiles, and for the time that you spend buying the paint and going through it, you've got a patch which you can see versus putting in a brand new tile. So it's a negative, but at least they're a cost-effective tile. So one sort of offsets the other. Lastly, I'll just touch on the fact that they don't like water. So pretty much all mineral fibre tiles and water just simply don't mix. You get a lovely brown stain that will come through. But likewise, again, they're fairly cost-effective. So just replace the tile. I would suggest that you fix the leak in the roof first. Otherwise, make sure you get a box, because you'll just have to keep replacing them. Turning a frown upside down with that, at least if there's something important like a computer or anything that gets ruined by moisture or water underneath it, at least sometimes if it's a slow leak, you might get a little bit of warning. It gives you some time to either move the stock or get the roof fixed first. So we'll go around from the negative stuff now, and we'll jump onto the positive. And I said it's an entry-level tile, so I'm not going to sit there and say that there's all these different amazing features about this tile, because there's not. That's not what it's for. It's an entry-level tile, and the big winner and why it is the most popular tile that I supply is value. It's how it performs for what you have to pay for it, and I think value is one of the most important factors in select any product. I'm exactly the same if I'm buying a car. New fridge, whatever. I'm looking for that value for money, what I'm getting for what I'm spending, and it's in that area that the impression delivers. So for what you pay, Yes, you do get a good, a solid performing entry-level acoustic ceiling tile. So if you're on a budget or you've got a large number of meters and you want to get into that ceiling space or have something that's still quite usable for an office or whatever, I mean, it's never going to be a secret, make a space that's, for a secret covert operation where it's lives are on the line if noise gets over the top of walls or something's not dead perfect. That's not what the tile's for. But if you're just a normal person with a normal office and you want a solid little performing acoustic ceiling tile, this is definitely worth a look. And I'd be putting it on your put it down on the list and have a look and compare it with some of the other ones. Okay, guys, take care, and I'll see you on the next one. So if you want to have a look down in the comments below, you'll see links to other ceiling tiles, and I'll keep on adding the reviews.